Hey Patrick, just a short video here to detail out some things that I had discussed with Anthony last night regarding numerical values for the chop meter. Um, uh, One thing I discovered overnight, and that I will have to send a message to NinjaTrader as well as Anthony to see why this is that when you have a strategy on a chart, you cannot do this. You just have to, this data is only available when you have um, just the indicators on the chart. So to see the numerical values for this chop meter or any other indicator for that matter, you just right click on the screen, go to show data box, click on that. I'll have to drag it here on screen as it populates on another monitor here, and size up the box here, and you can see the okay, now for some reason this is not populating or updating this data. Okay, here we go. I just left clicked on the screen there. I don't know why that was frozen like that, but anyway, you can see here we have price data in panel 1, data about the ATR in panel that's also on panel 1 there. Panel 2 is the chop meter, and panel 3 is the CGO. If you look off to the right over here on the vertical scale, you'll see that it gives current data about each particular bar, or in this instance of the CGO, just the position of the oscillator lines, the numerical value, as well as being plotted here in the data box. If let's say if we just scroll back into yesterday, just for some analysis, and say if you you hover your mouse over, say, this first bar here, or actually just drag this back to the first bar, you'll see, and I'm not going to move my mouse because the values will change, but you just look in the data box there, and you've got the current value for that chop meter bar. So as we're analyzing, you can you just move forward in time. You'll see the value change. This way we can be certain what the values are, as I believe there were a couple instances here where the values were pretty close. I think this is it here. We've got 1.11 on the on this particular chop meter bar, and if you look at the next one, it's 1.13, and that's 2/100ths of a difference, and that's can be kind of hard to discern, just looking at that. Even if you zoom in on it, I mean, I think I can see it on my screen, my big monitor, with it exploded like this, but this can be a real pain in the ass to do this. So anyway, I think this was a pretty cool discovery. As we move forward a couple bars here in time, you see that clearly it decreases, and we can see the value and know that, okay, once we get into coding this next phase of our development here, this would be pretty useful. So again, it's just right click on the screen, show data box, and it'll show data for all the indicators and oscillators and so forth that you have on the screen. As I said, I will send a message to NinjaTrader and to Anthony to find out why this will not show up when you have a strategy on a chart. Or I should clarify, what shows up is I'll get the price action data, I will get the CGO data, but it does not show data for the chop meter, which incidentally is the one that we really want to analyze here. My guess is that it has to do with the way that it's coded into the strategy, because if you bring up its parameters on the screen, it doesn't it just doesn't show anything. So it's there, but it's obviously visually on the screen, but it's not being recognized. So my guess is that it's buried deep within the code and just not recognizable per se. So at any rate, pretty cool discovery, I think. Hopefully this makes sense to you. Let me know if you have any questions.